make sure I got that right. Let me know if you can hear me. Dooby dooby doo. Oh, good news, Dark. I found a box that might hold all your stuff. I used the word might.
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you play then you might win. Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you play then you might win. Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. How are we doing today? You know something? I hate headlines. I've finally decided I am no longer trusting a headline. I am wearing my Gallifrey shirt tonight. And one of the headlines that come up basically said, Jodie Forrester quits Doctor Who. No, she has promised to finish out her last season and is not coming back afterwards. You quit in the middle of something. If you quit something, you Simone Bialis it. And I hate saying that about her because it was all the news stories, and it was like, quit is now the horrible word. You want to attack somebody? Tell them they're a quitter. Call them a quitter. Doesn't matter why. Doesn't matter how the information behind it. Headlines suck. And I say that because I read the story about Simone pulling out of the team gymnastics. She's not feeling well, folks. I am all against somebody that's like, oh, I gotta hang now, I can't play. She's got problems. She's admitted this. And everybody is trashing this for her. Enough. She's doing the right thing. She knows she can't compete right now. She gave up her spot. And the girl that took her spot, basically scored a gold? Yeah. So, Simone, thumbs up to you to standing up for your teammates, giving your teammates an opportunity to do what you knew you couldn't do. You get ultimate kudos to me for this. Anyway, I apologize, folks. I am running about 17 minutes late. Basically, my PC crashed right when I was getting ready to start Streamlabs, and I don't know why. I don't know why it decides broadcast nights is my night to just drive listing nuts. Yeah, it's the only time it does it. And so it's not been a fun day today. It really hasn't. I did not get anything done that I really, really wanted to do. Yeah, I mean, she's not happy with her coach. I understood that. She wanted to do. She want one of her routines. She wanted to do something simple. Her coach said, "No, you got to do the complex routine because you're Simone." And Simone says, "I don't think I can do it. I'm not up for it." At least this is the way I hear the story. Now, other people have said it's the other way around. She basically says she is not there. She can't compete at her best. That's what the Olympics are for. Is for national pride and to compete against the best. Simone said, "I'm not one of the best right now. I'm going to step aside and let one of the teammates take over." Simone, you get all my love and respect for doing what you did, even if nobody understands it. I mean, I don't know. I'm only going on what I hear. I'm only going on what I hear, and the way the story came out originally, Simone gets kudos from me because she gave her team a chance to replace her. All right, now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing the list. I am mad because I cannot find my other cognac bottle, and this one is almost empty. It's around here somewhere. Mark is probably still doing HGE stuff. Mark, I got your stuff boxed. It was a pain in the butt, but I managed to get it sealed up, or where I can get it sealed up. I did have to take the hanging rollers out, so those I got to keep. You'll still get the wall hanging, but I had to take the rollers out. They just literally would not fit in any box I have. Just so you know. I know I'm getting desperate. I got beer, so I'm okay. I'm safe, Dart. I just it literally vanished on me. I have no clue where it went. I have everything else. Oh, wait a minute. I found it. Hallelujah. Move your chair and you might find things. Okay, we're good. We're safe. We're ready. It's a good night. We have our liquid imbibing. No, I don't think it's the fact that there was pressure on her for being the star. She was the star last time, Murphy. She's been the star in every event she's gone to. It was just a case of she was having mental problems. Uh, for instance, I heard she suffered a case of vertigo at one point. Uh, she had a supposed near fainting spell at one point, and I forget what else. And she just basically said, "I am not well enough to compete." Now, I have learned one thing about the Olympics. If you're the pre-favored, everything goes your advantage. I have watched very little Olympics this year. I have seen one ping pong match. I have seen one bicycle road race, and I think I have seen one diving competition. Okay? And I was watching. Hello, Saruta. How are you doing, beautiful? So I'm watching the diving competition, right? Or at least part of it. And this girl does a nice dive, nothing super spectacular. But because she was not the named person, the two Chinese girls were the favorites. They literally lowered her scores on what I thought was a very decent dive to a very ugly score because she was not one of the two favorites. It was I hereby declare the Olympics should no longer have events that are judged objectively. Okay? Yes, that gets rid of diving. Yes, that gets rid of ice skating. Yes, that gets rid of ice dancing. Um, if it cannot be timed or measured, it doesn't need to be an event. Because I can see this lady raising holy hell if she had wanted to by what the judges gave her when she was technically flawless. Okay. And she still got a 5.5 on a dive. And one of the other girls did something that was a little worse, but she had a better name. And she got 7s. I'm like, how does this work? So I am sorry if you are a fan of ice skating, ice dancing, diving. What's another one that's based on judges' decisions? Now, I can't say boxing because boxing is measured. Boxing is measured. You score points for every time a judge sees you hit a punch. But yeah, you could tell she was not happy. Gymnastics has to go. There's another big one, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. Or you find a decent way to say this is what's judged on. If you can't find a very common set of rules, and you play by those rules, and you score points, you automatically get those points. I don't know what it is. It's like every year I've seen a judged contest that I have considered questionable. It's never failed. All right. With that, while we're talking, let's get over, because like I said, I am running behind a little bit. Let's get ourselves over to the list, shall we? And tonight's list will not be Christmas movies. Nah, don't want that one. Don't want that one. There we go. Let's go with the King list. We need, ladies and gentlemen, from you 10 words or phrases that contain the word king. K-I-N-G. Does not matter if it comes at the start, the middle, or the end, because it just says king. Hello, Farfuli. How are you doing, my friend? No parking. That would actually work. But I haven't started the timer yet. So, how has your day been? How has your week been going, Farfuli? Or let me ask, how's it been since I've last seen you? Anyway, so what do you guys say we get started, right? And the list, 30 minutes, starts now. So tonight we're going to do the bank job. And unfortunately, I do not have a way to make this audience participation. I'm trying to come up with a way to do it. I haven't seen it yet. King Arthur, no parking, no smoking. Now see, no parking worked because no par makes a legitimate word. No smo, I don't think makes a legitimate word. King Kong. Ow. Oh, don't do that. I don't know why I had to do that just for King Kong. Billie Jean King, very good. But she didn't make the cut. King of Queens, not there. King Charles. King of the world. I can't do it. I don't have the room to get my other arm out. King of England, not on the list. King George III. And Turkey King, our first one on the list. I am the King of Kings. And the King of Kings decided she had to go eat at Burger King, where Murphy picked up a Happy Meals toy from the Lion King. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Did you change your name? King Friday. Oh, I like thinking. I like the thinking one. Because it actually counts. Hey, Mark, good news. I got everything in your box except for one pop. So it should go out. It should finally officially go out. I had to take the wall hanging off of the hangers. I couldn't get the two hangers to fit, so the wall hanging will be by itself. Anyway, I need to take this off there. That's my awarding pile, not my giving away pile. But yeah, it was like, you remember I was joking that Show's box was a Tetris box? Yours is almost as bad. Yours was almost as bad. Let's see. King of the Jungle, King of the Underworld, live like a king. Oh, you know what? Where is my... Damn it. King Henry, the Sun King, not there. Long live the Queen. Sorry, there is no king officially in England. Martin Luther King, a brilliant one. I'm making sure I didn't miss one. Okay, I don't think I did miss one. Oh, Murphy's just going to go through and name anybody she can who is King as their last name. King of the castle. King of my world. King of the mountain. Oh, who won? Arena. My computer crashed about halfway through the middle round. I was sitting there, I was watching the stream, and I started King on the Throne. And I started Streamlabs, and my PC just went like, so I missed everything right after the first elimination. Worst part was I wanted to get in there today, but I had to go do the cat at the vet. And as I got back, I'm like, I'm going to miss something. I know I'm going to miss something. And I missed HG's opening, so I couldn't make the show tonight. Don King, Kingmaker, Rodney King, Lizard King, Jim Morris. Murphy, 2 names in a row. But yeah, so got tape, got paper, got pens. I'm going to get a couple more boxes out this week. Definitely Mark's. I've been promising Mark's his for a while. And then I'm going to try to get 1 or 2 of the Canadian ones out. Going to try it. I'm not going to make any promises. Because like I said, I couldn't go car shopping today. Because my insurance company decided, well, they think they may write my car now off as a total loss, which means I can't use it for trade. But if I get money out of it, then I can use that for a down payment. So I was like, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. I swear, Nationwide does this intentionally. I swear they do. King Crab not there. BB King not there. King of Queens not on the list. King Solomon not there. I'm trying to decide if I want to give you guys one hint. All right, I gotta give you guys one hint on this just in case, because I thought about it for a minute. There is only one real king on this list. Okay, just so you guys know, there is only one real king on this list. So, if you get this one, don't go for any other of those type of names. Okay? Ooh, Nat King Cole. Very good one, Murphy. Very, very good one. And I have learned this when playing Risky Business with Ben. Stop with one guess less than what you think. I played Risky Business today and I was horrible. I scored all of 17 points today. It was pathetic. Not King Richard. It was like, and the worst part was, and it's whenever Ben writes the questions, it's like I know it's going to be British centric, so I always know I'm going to do bad. But man, was I! Oh, I was shameful on how bad I was today. Kingpin not there. So again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, we are doing the over here the list. I always gotta remember to point the right direction, which is like basically in front of my face, so you guys can't see me. You can't see me. Where each and every answer contains the word king, K-I-N-G. Now, because there are no qualifiers on the word, that word could be at the start of the phrase, such as in King of Kings. It could be in the middle of the phrase, which we have not pulled up any yet. Or it could be at the end of the phrase, such as Burger King, Lion King, Fit for a King. Now, whatever you attach to the word king must make a full word or words in itself. For instance, for fully put in there no parking. Believe it or not, no parking counts because you have the word no, par, and keep. Who do I have to give that to? I have to give it to Dark. She just beat you to it, Mark. Cash is king. But Mark gets even with you. Because in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. King Henry lived like a king. And I almost said one. Well, slow my mouth, get my brain, slow down a little, and catch it as I'm supposed to. All right, so again, tonight, we're going to do a couple lists to start tonight, I think, just to see if we can get anybody in. And then tonight we are going to do the bank job. Now, the bank job is strictly in text, but you will need to use the buzzer app. Normally I would send you guys to Game Night Buzzer, but that site seems to be down again. So we're going to use buzzer.dev tonight. And then I will send you guys the room code when we get to it. King of Terrors, King of the Army, King of the Beast. King Penguin. So again, I am still looking for one official king person. Just so you know. Dry King. King Charles is not that one. And it's like humid down in the studio today for some reason. That might just because I've been trying to king me. Okay, wait a minute. Boom. There, you've been king. You've been king or crowned rather. That is the one I was looking for, Dark. I was simply looking for King Tut. King Louis. King Ralph, I like. Do cover. All right, so we got two last kingly phrases. Oh, I needed to do this. There we go. The Scorpion King. Fisher King. Oh, it's time for the King movies. The King of Random. Mark, I just realized because you changed your name, all them points are on your other account. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can swap them out. Give me a minute, Mark. I'll fix it. Now try it, Mark, and see what it gives you. Because you were the only one that stuck around yesterday or Thursday. And because Kegler gave you those 50,000, 5,000. All right, so we're down to one. Can you guys beat it before the 11-minute timer runs out? I think we can. I think we can. No, Murphy, what happened was Kegler got it down to 750 and 1 million. Hello, Guapo. How you doing, my friend? He got down to 700. I mean, those were the last two cases. And he whispered me and he goes, I want to split this with everybody that's still on the chat. So I was like, all right. I think there were 4 people at the time. And right when he got the million, I went to look at the list. And the only 2 people that were still on were Kegler and Mark. And I was like, I gotta give them all to 2 people. King and Queen, King Vulture, King Penguin. All good ones, but not there. So we got 1 left. And I will give out 0 hints on this one. King of the road. The last future king. You're thinking the last king of Scotland, I think, Murphy. The last and future king, or the once and future king. Sofa King. If I had room, I'd put me a sofa in here, but I don't have room. I actually have an old sofa, but I am not pulling it out. No way, no how, not a chance. King of the King is in my hair. King of the... All right. Somebody send me a Scenics code book because I'm trying to decipher what that is. No, I know what Kingpin Pizza is. It's the King of the King is in my hair. I'm trying to figure out. King Neptune, King of Hearts, Sea King, King of Queens, Kingfish, Sky King. And there are villains abound, and there seems to be no hope. Who do you call? Sky King. Kingfisher, not the one we're looking for. So again, we are looking for one last phrase that contains the word king. King Charles Spaniel. I actually saw a picture of one of them. They're not as cute as I thought they were. King Ralph. Oh, somebody else asking to be king. Hold on. Oh, there you go, Brian. You have now been crowned. King John, King David. No, remember, King Tut is our only official monarch on the list. King Tut was our only official monarch on the list. King of rock and roll. King of the crown. Jerry the King Lawler, not there. King of Monsters, not there. King of the Jungle. Didn't make the cut. Child King. Who's your king? Why, that would be... am I going to be able to get it without knocking everything else over? Yes, I can. That would be King Listy. You love checkers more than chess. Ugh. Brian? And I thought you had taste. King Dom. Nope, Dom doesn't count as a word, Dark. As much as you would like it to. King of our hearts, King Crab. Show us your king. You lose a lot in cheat chess. What's cheat chess? I don't know cheat chess. Are you talking about speed chess? Sacramento Kings. No plurals, Murphy. Swing King, King Kong, King of Beers. Oh, you lose a lot in checkers chess. King Prong, king of a game called life. Well, anybody can be the king of life. You just have to want it. That's the optimist in me talking. The pessimist in me says you want it unless you're being helped by Nationwide. Chicken a la king. What's the best way to play checkers? Beer checkers. Shot checkers. King to king, man to man, it is what it is. Thank you, ma'am. If you come at the king, you best not miss. That is very true. Because he got a whole bunch of knights and musketeers behind him. Come on, folks. We're down to one king. One king is left. Are we going to be able to find him? No, see, to me, I play checkers to play to a draw. I will always play checkers to play to a draw. I play chess to win. Problem is I haven't played in so long, I'm like really rusty. And it was like I'm watching these people explain how they're playing, and I'm like, I don't ever remember doing any of this. And it's like, what is it? Like, keep a box square around yourself to keep you safe. And I'm like, I don't remember anything about boxes in chess. Always losing chess, get checkmated at 66. You just gotta learn the right way to play it. You just gotta learn the right way to play it. I have played against grandmasters. I have played against masters. And I've got my ass kicked many a times. Yo, King, tell us the last number 5. Tell me it pathologically. Paul says no. And I still haven't brought my other co-host down yet. I still gotta bring my other co-host down. I like King. Oh, and see, I got mad at my coworker. He promised me he was going to bring like some of his ghost pepper chili to the office yesterday. He forgot about me. I was so looking forward to some ghost pepper chili. And it was like, nope, none. King number 5. Is that like Chanel number 5? No, he literally told me he totally forgot. He was going to bring, because he just got done making up a huge batch of it. And he totally forgot to bring it. And I've never had ghost pepper chili. Never had it. The Tiger King. No, not quite, Murphy. Although the Tiger King might actually say number 5. As might any one of you. If you are in sales, retail, and you're not working for Nationwide. Number 5 was the customer is king. AKA the customer is always right. Ha! Bullshit! Alright, so let's go down our king list and see what we got. Dark and Murphy went on a tear. So Murphy went with the people first. And I was surprised nobody picked up on it after you started on it, Murphy. 40. 50 whammies for people. And then Dark went with Cash. Cash is always king. For 10. And a guy with a lot of cash, buried with it, I think, is King Tut for 35 whammies for Dark. And then we had Mark, who is the master and ruler of the blind, because he's got one eye, and it is enough for a vault shot. It is enough for a vault shot for you, Mark. So, Mark, with that, we get to remove one wrong number from the board. Oh, Murphy's going to try to jump in first. All right, Murphy. But you don't get to remove a number. You should have waited till Mark pulled a number and then jumped in with it. So, Murphy, what number would you like? So you got to learn to time the vault command, because the vault is basically an interrupt. All right, Murphy is going for 7, 0, 3, 9. It is locked in. And we hear. No luck for you on that one, Murphy. All right, Mark. It is still sealed shut. Which number would you like us to remove? White it is. It's getting down to where it's going to start turning into white and blue soon. I can see it coming. All right, Mark, we have removed the 8, I think. I missed which number came off. So, Mark, what number would you like to try? All right, Mark is going 1, 7, 8, 9. I've still got to fix this, and when I rotate it, it changes the number on the code. That's next on my to-do list for the vault. 1789 is locked in. Is Mark going to start a new package with a pop and a brand new vault prize? Oh, not just yet, but you never know. So it is not 1789. All right, and that leaves us with Dark and Murphy on the board. And we will start with Dark, who declared Burger King is not the King of Kings. And it's 30 whammies. And a one-player game for Dark. Bear with me a minute, Dark. I got to go add you to the spreadsheet. One-player game. Oh, we don't have you with any yet. Okay, cool. So that is the first one I owe you in a bit. Oh, I gotta take Kegler's extra 2 out. Kegler is down to 1. And it leaves us with Murphy, who is looking to add another small to her box that her mom will still not let me send. 45 and a small. Now, you guys want to know how bad Murphy is racking up on smalls off a list and stuff? I owe her 11 smalls that I cannot send her because I've been told not until COVID is over. At least that was the original explanation I was given. Murphy is going to make me dig for 11 different small items. I can see this coming. And the customer is king was worth 20 whammies. All right. So with that, I am going to get over to this scene real quick. And while that is working, I am going to go get the bank job open. If you are interested in the bank job, now the bank job involves speed, so just to warn you. So to warn you guys, I am going to put it on Discord. Oh, I can't do it until I get it open. Huh. It doesn't want me to open it. Alright, I've got no idea who this is. I'm going to admit, I've got no idea. Now, my thing is, I've never used buzzer before. Hmm. I have no clue. Is it do WML? I've got no idea. Although Guapo thinks he knows who it is.
Hidden in this jumble of letters is the name of the world's most famous baby doctor. Can you find it? Now you see it. That's how we play.
I'm wondering if you're right, Guapo.
You see it. Now you see it. And here's the host of our show.
That would be a good guess with that part of the picture coming undone.
Welcome again to Now You See It.
I'm going to say you're right, but I don't know. Now I know that's who it's got to be. Uh, Yeah, it has to be the one, the only, the legend of the minds of many, King Arthur. It was indeed King Arthur. I'm going to admit, I didn't know. I had no idea for a while. All right, so let me get this up and running. Almost, yeah, very fitting. Very fitting. All right, so if you are interested, I have Murphy in. Oh, I need to screen share this. Okay. If you go to http buzzer.dev and the code is GZIA. I'm looking for 3 more participants. All right. Basically, what it starts off is we're looking for 4 players to start with. All 4 of you will be competing in round 1. There will be a 2-minute timer on the round. I will ask the question, start the timer. The moment somebody buzzes in, I pause the timer. If you answered correctly, you're going to get to choose one of the 25 bank vaults. Okay? You have to declare you're out of the round before the timer hits 0. Just so you know that. That is the one rule. If you fail to do that, you're automatically eliminated. So yes, multiple players could be eliminated in round 1 if you are not paying attention. Round 2 is the same principle, except you're going to have 2 cases. Round 3 is head-to-head for the final 2 players, but with one exception. There's now a bankrupt space in there. That basically eliminates all the money you earned in that round. So, to advance from round 1, you have to leave the vault and have at least the 3rd most amount of money total. And again, you have to beat the timer down to 0. So, with that, why is it doing it twice? I don't know. I'm going to load the vault up. All right, we have Murphy. We have El Guapo. Who else would like to participate? Murphy, do me a favor. Click your buzzer for me. I want to see what it does on my end. Oh, wait. Let me activate. Because again, I've never used buzzer before. So Murphy, hit your buzzer for me. All right, and Guapo's work. Murphy, I'm waiting for you to buzz in. Murph, you got the buzzer going? All right, Brian, test your buzzer for me. Oh, so okay, so it says, so I don't actually see. There we go. All right, so I got to use the sound effects to make sure I get this right. All right, if you guys are ready. And again, if you get on the Discord, you'll see the questions a little faster. You don't have to use Discord. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let me load the questions. Question number 1. Jean Genevieve Gardner was the first recorded female to participate in this sport. Parachuting, horse jockey, America's Cup ship captain. Guapo. He says it's a ship captain. Is he right? No, it's parachuting. It was parachuting. So, Brian, you are locked out. Nope, I don't want to kick you. There we go. So, Brian, you are locked out. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, why did my timer start? Hold on, my timer should not have started. There. No.
The time of your life playing against time for big time prizes, where it's always nice to be introduced by Burn Bennett.
Timer should not be starting until I tell you to. All right, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next question. I'm going to reactivate the buzzers. Born in 1971, this daughter of a directing great had her first acting credit as a baby. She went on to appear in movies like The Outsiders, Peggy Sue Got Married, and the full first-length movie she directed was The Virgin Suicides. Murphy. Murphy, I need an answer. Five seconds, Murph. All right, there you go.
There we go. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. I was saying that Sophia Coppola.
It is Sophia Coppola. And with that, Murphy, you get to choose a box on the board.
7.
Number 7. So going into your box, Murphy. Oh, you found the first of 4 empty cases.
That's fine. Okay.
All right. So with that, we are going to reactivate the buzzers. And your next question, ladies and gentlemen. By what name is singer Alicia Moore better known? Beyonce, Lady Gaga, or Pink? Guapo. Is it Pink? It is Pink. So, Guapo, which case would you like? Case number 18. I'm trying to arrange everything so I can see everything correctly. Guapo gets 7,250, which means there is still 91,000 up for grabs in the vault if you can get to them all, folks. Now, Guapo, there's still 1:19 on the clock. Do you want to stay or do you want to go with your 7,250? All right. So right now you've got 7,250. If you leave now and all 3 of the other players score 7,251 or more, you're out. You do not want to be the low score. Now, if you do not leave before the timer hits 0, unless we are in a question, then you'd get zilch. Oh, you're leaving already. All right. So we lock in. All right. So, Guapo, you do not answer any more questions on this game. All right. For the rest of you. So, Guapo, I'm going to lock your buzzer. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. If a team wins a forfeited baseball game in Major League Baseball, what is the... Brian. Brian says it's 1-0. No, the official score put on the record is 9-0. It is 9-0. So, Brian, you are temporarily locked out. And I am going to reactivate for Murphy and Dark for this next question. Now, see, that one worked because that only took a full second off the clock. This 12th century English bishop is shown petting or standing next to a swan. St. Augustine of Canterbury, St. Hugh of Lincoln, or St. Swithin? No buzzers. And basically, you got 5 seconds to buzz in. And that means, Brian, you are back in. The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, would have been St. Hugh of Lincoln. And yes, you only get 5 seconds. If nobody answers in 5 seconds, we keep going to give people more chances to earn money. Buzzers are active. Your next question. With what country did the... Brian.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes. Yes.
I just gave you that one, Brian, because I hit the wrong button. It is Canada. With what country did the U.S. form the distant early warning line system in the 1950s? It is Canada. So, Brian, which case would you like to open? I've got to remember not to touch the reveal answer one. Case 8 for Brian. 250. All right, Brian. Same question to you. Do you want to stay in? Or do you want to leave with 250 and hope neither Dark or Murphy can beat you? Oh, Brian leaving. All right. All right, so Murphy and Dark, your goal is to open up enough cases to beat 250. Okay? So I'm going to reactivate the buzzers. And here is your next question. In the Disney production Peter and the Wolf, what is the name of the duck in the film? Is it Sonia, Effie, or Lolita? 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody in. Again, guys, you got to buzz fast. So everybody, do me a favor. Go to your video stats and tell me what your latency is. Give everybody a chance to check their latency. Because I really thought I would get through more than 6 questions. Hey, Ask, how are we doing? I know Murphy's on Discord, so she shouldn't have a problem.
So.
You shouldn't have a problem. All right, so
Yeah.
the correct answer would have been Sonia the Duck. It would have been Sonia the Duck. All right, so Murphy, Dark, this next question
Yeah.
is for you. What was plastic first used for in America? Car parts, billiard balls, horse saddles. Nobody buzzed in the 5 seconds? The correct answer would have been billiard balls. All right, next question. Murphy, Dark. Timers are active. Okay. Wait, it won't let you buzz in? Try it now, Dark. Hold on, let me do this. Try it again. Just test your buzzer for me. All right, log out and log back in for me. Yeah, whatever you activated, it should go live. Yep, hold on one sec. All right. Buzz in for me, Dark. All right. And do it one more time. Is it letting you do it? All right, there we go. All right, let's go. Let's see. So the answer to this will. Oh, I've got to reveal the answer. All right. No. It's fine. All right. With that, buzzers are reactivated. Your next question. Michigan J. Frog was considered the mascot of this TV network. TNN, CW, WB. 4, 3. Nobody buzzed in. All right, Murphy, Dark, somebody's got to buzz in on the next one. The correct answer would have been Warner Brothers Network.
Oh.
All right. Next and final question. Belarus got its name based on its colonial designation as what? Blue Russia, White Russia, or Black Russia? Dark. Is it White Russia? It is White Russia. So, Dark, all you got to do is pick one case that has a money value in it.
Yeah.
24 has 1750.
Yeah.
All right, and Dark, I take it with 1 second left. You're walking out with it. If you stay in the vault and you don't answer the next question, the timer hits 0 and you're out. And it would be literally Guapo and Brian are the only two to move on. We lock it in. All right, Murphy, you have 1 second with which to buzz in and try to answer this question. You ready?
Yeah.
Who called the vice? Time's up.
Yeah. Couldn't even read it that quick. And the unfortunate thing about this was because I got a question right and I picked 0, so that was unfortunate. Yeah.
That was an unfortunate thing. Who called the vice president the most insignificant office that man ever created? That was John Adams, the first ever vice president. So unfortunately, Murphy. Wait. No, don't do that.
And also what was happening, my Discord was my iPad was getting hot and I couldn't hear people and it was just being weird. So yeah. Stream. Okay.
All right, so with that, I'm going to refill the vault. And unfortunately, Murphy. What? is it doing that? Hold on. God, I made this work like beautifully earlier. They were great in practice.
And like we were robotic and the stream wasn't loading, so I couldn't see the question. I was on my phone trying to buzz in on my. So yeah, there was a lot of things going on there.
All right, give me a minute, cause current slide. Quit. Yeah, it's basically the moment you can read the question, buzz in. Okay, and locked out. All right, so Murphy is locked out. So unfortunately, Murphy, you have been kicked from the board. And we go to round 2. Now your money totals reset entirely. Okay? So again, it's head to head per round. And if I get a repeat question, I will let you guys know. So with that, everybody is back at 0. Now, below you, you now have 2 cases. Okay? The second black square is your what we call your secondary case. What you're going to do is, if you can answer a question correctly, your first choice of bank vault can go into that second case. If you put it in the second case, that locks it. However, you do not have to accept the amount that comes up. As you can see, there are 216,000 whammies on the board. So there are probably some big vault safety deposit boxes in there. So if you get one that's 500, you may want to just say, nope, I don't want it. I'm going to discard it. Okay? But to leave the vault in this round, you have to lock that second case and your first case. You have to have an amount in that second case. All right, so if y'all are ready, I'm going to reactivate the buzzers just to make sure they're working. Prior to the Roosevelt dime, what was the insignia on the coin? Was it wheat? Brian. 7 seconds, not bad. Was it the buffalo? No, it was Hermes. Mercury was on the back of the Roosevelt dime before it became the Roosevelt dime. So, Brian, you are locked out for 1. I'm going to reactivate it. What Nobel Prize literary author once challenged Senator Joe McCarthy to a boxing match? Guapo. Was it Hemingway? It was Ernest Hemingway. So with that, Guapo, which case would you like? Number 7. And number 7 has 4,500 whammies in it. Now, you can put this in case 2, or you can throw it away. All right. It is officially in case 2. And case 2 is locked for you with 4,500. So that is your base. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, try to buzz in. See if it works. Dart. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, one more time, guys. Brian? Dark? Guapo, see if it buzzes for you. There we go. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next question. In 1925, the Ford Motor Company, using automation, was able to turn a complete car out. Brian. Is it 1.5 minutes? No, it's 10 seconds. The Ford Motor Company could put together a complete car in 10 seconds. So Brian is locked out again. Yep. And here is, why is it when I lock you out, it starts my timer? That's what it's doing. Okay, I gotta fix that. Reactivate your buzzers. Next question. If translated to English, what would the Gobi Desert translate to? Is it sand desert? Guapo. Is it desert desert? It is desert desert. So Guapo, what case would you like to open? Number 18 is 12,500 whammies. That automatically goes in. Now, you have a choice. You can try to earn some more. Or you can leave. It is your choice. That will give you 17,000 at the moment. Just remember, there's 199,000 up there. Yes, it will reset when you go head to head. All right, he's staying in. All right, Brian, you should be back in on this next question. Following the success of this record, the Partridge Family hit the big time in the music business. Brian. Is it I Think I Love You? It is I Think I Love You. All right, Brian, which case would you like to open? Number 8 is worth 17,500. Would you like to claim that and lock that into case 2? It is locked in. 17,500, just like that. There will be some big numbers up there. I promise there are some really small numbers and there are some really big numbers, Dark. All right, we're going to reactivate the buzzers. Your next question. The white coat rule prohibited advertisers from using what profession as spokespeople in TV ads? Brian. Is it medical? It is medical. So, Brian, what case would you like to open? Number 10. So, no matter what, right now, Brian is at 28,000 whammies. All right. If you guys are ready, your next question. What was the name of the little helicopter in the children's books written by royal family member Sarah Ferguson? Dark. Oh, Brian, all right, give me a minute, Brian. I missed you locking that in. Is it Budgie? It is Budgie. So, Dark, which one would you like to open? Number 14 is 11,000. Would you like to claim that 11,000? Yes, she would, and we are locking 11,000 into case 2. So you still got to put money in case 1. Brian, do you still want to walk with 28,000? All right, Brian is locking in 28,000. So, Dark, Guapo, that's your target to beat. All right, here is your next question. This British author wrote about the future in this book using the timeline of the year of our Ford. Dark. Is it George Orwell? No, it is not George Orwell. It was Aldous Huxley. A Brave New World. The timeline is in the year of our Ford. All right, so now that I know my lockout function starts the timer. All right, Guapo, that means this question is for you and you alone. Because I can lock Brian's 28,000. Which fictional character is the son of Gumbo and Goomba? Is it Babar, Dumbo, or Gumby? 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Guapo just beat the timer. Guapo, which fictional character is the son of Gumbo and Goomba? Is it Gumby? Yes, it is. So, Guapo, which case would you like to open? $25. We're looking for like about, what are we looking for? 16? You're looking for something that's at least 12,000. 4,000, so we're going to add that in. You are now at 21,000. So, Guapo, do you want to lock that in and walk away with 21,000, or do you want to keep going? Guapo says he's staying. All right. I'm going to reactivate the timers. Dark, you should be in on this next question. What is the name of the period known as going from perigee to perigee known as? Is it the lunar month, the analytic month, or the prenatal month? And I apologize for the bad reading on those. The correct answer would have been the animalistic month. All right, next question. Which U.S. president invented the dumbwaiter? Jefferson, Adams, Martin Van Buren. Guapo. Was it Jefferson? It was Thomas Jefferson invented the dumbwaiter. So, Guapo, which case would you like to open? And again, there are only 8 seconds left. Number 11. Oh, it's a 0. It is a 0. But you did answer the question. Do you want to walk out right now with 21,000? He is walking. We are going to lock in 21,000. So, Dark, you have 8 seconds to get a question right. I should say buzz in. Get the question right. Pick at least one case with 10,000 or more. So with that, here is your question. Which baseball team has the longest losing streak in MLB history? Cleveland Spiders, Pittsburgh Alleghenies. You did. Unfortunately, Dark, we hit that final second. And we cannot get the answer in time. The correct answer would have been the Louisville Colonels. So, unfortunately for Dark, with 11,000, but the bank vault shut, and Dark has been eliminated. Yep, that's why I said you've got 8 seconds basically. Here's the hint: buzz in when you first see the question, and we'll get through more questions. If you're wrong, okay, you lock yourself out, but you only lock a second or two off. That's the trick to the game, is basically if you think you have an idea, buzz in as soon as you think you have an idea. All right, so with that, we are going to reset the vault. All right, Brian, Guapo, I will tell you right now, there are 332,000 available whammies on the board. However, in this case, there are 2 specials. There is a take and bankrupt. If you hit the bankrupt, you lose everything you've earned up to this point. Okay? For this round. If you get the take or the steal, you will steal the largest single bundle from your opponent. So let's say Brian has his largest bundle, he draws is 12,000. And he's got like an 8,000 and a 4,000. Okay? There's 12, 8, and 4 for 24,000. But if Guapo gets that steal, that top 12,000 goes over to Guapo. You want it, but you don't want it early. That's the trick. That is always the trick to this. You want the take or the steal, but you don't want it early because you want to make sure they've got something worth stealing. Because if you get it, you have to use it. All right, so I'm going to unlock Brian. Brian, test your buzzer for me. All right, Brian is good. Guapo, I know you are good. Gentlemen, if you are ready. Your timer starts now. The comic strip Apple Mary was started in 1932 and is still around today, but with what? Brian.
Let's all play What's My Line?
Is it Family Circus? No, it is Mary Worth. It is Mary Worth. So, Guapo, this is a free question for you. I'm going to reactivate the buzzers. Next question. In what city did the TV show 30-something take place? Boston, Philadelphia, Guapo. Was it Philadelphia? It was Philadelphia. All right, Guapo, we're looking for some money. Which vault number? 18 gives you 15,000. Now that bottom number at the bottom will always be your largest bundle. So Brian, if you get a take, that's what you would end up taking. All right, so with that, next question on the board. A 2009 infestation of this bugs, the Chimix licterius, was so rampant. Brian. Is it bed bugs? It was bed bugs. Basically, it was so bad that they were in every Chicago hotel. They could not have a convention. It was a nightmare. Brian's riding the A train for 24,000 whammies. Yeah, I remember it was so bad. It was like every hotel literally had to burn their entire linen collection. All right, gentlemen, your next question. Belarus. Nope, skip that one. What is the term given to a defense? Guapo. What is the term given to a defense mechanism when an animal possesses the same defense as its attacker? Is it Batesian, Chordata, or Malarian? He says it's Batesian. Is he right? No, it is Malarian. So with that, we have a lockout and a pause timer. All right, Brian, that means a freebie question for you. It's the bed bugs calling. So this red question, Brian, is a freebie for you. Same rule, you still have to buzz in. During which conflict was the Pentagon building in Washington, D.C. completed? Vietnam. Brian. Was it World War I? No, it was finished in World War II. It was not actually completed until the beginning, 1942, I think. So that means Brian is now locked out. Guapo, you will be in for a freebie question. Here is your question. What type of animal skin is used on the cover of Saks Fifth Avenue $1,775 calendar? Guapo. Is it crocodile? It is indeed crocodile. So, Guapo, just be careful. There is a bankrupt up there. Number 7 is a 0. It's all right. Zeros are fine. Zeros are just zeros. And claim a 0. All right, your next question, gentlemen. What is the term for the enlargement of the thyroid gland? Is it thyromegaly? Guapo. Is it thyromegaly, thyroplexy, or thyroidectomy? He says it's a thyromegaly. And he would be right. Guapo. Which case would you like? Number 20 is another 0. Oh, Guapo is just my 0 magnet tonight. He has drawn, we've had 4 zeros. He's drawn 3 of them. Murphy drew 1. All right, we're going to reactivate the buzzers. And your next question. Skip. What nationality was Bela Lugosi? Guapo. Was Bela Lugosi English, Hungarian, or Austrian? El Guapo says he was Hungarian. He was Hungarian. All right, Guapo. Which case would you like? 16 for $12,750. All right, Guapo. You are currently at 27,000. You have a 350-point lead. Do you wish to stay or go? Now that I think you guys are catching the hang of how fast you got to answer, I think you guys are catching on really quick. All right, your next question, gentlemen. What famed outlaw was reportedly, Brian, shot and killed by Bob Ford? Was it Jesse James? It was Jesse James. So, Brian, which case would you like? Number 10. We are still looking for the steal, but 25,500 ain't bad either. Putting Brian at 50,000 whammies. All right. Brian, do you want to lock the case? Or do you want to keep going? Keep going. All right. Next question, gentlemen. Whoop, reset the timers. With what country? Nope, skip that one. According to many Native Americans, zodiac signs are associated with fish totems. Pisces are not associated with a fish, while Leo... Brian. God, that's a long question to read. I thought I got all my long ones out of the way so I could... Brian says salmon. Is he right? It is salmon. All right, Brian. Now, again, you got to be careful. There is a bankrupt up there. Number 13. Another 27,000. All right. So, Brian, you are going to walk out. You're going to lock it with 76,500. All right, it is locked. Well, it's supposed to be locked. All right, Guapo, what this means is you have 44 seconds to draw enough questions, to get enough questions correct and buzzed in to beat 76.5. All right, so are you ready? This is literally Guapo's speed round. No, you will not get locked out if you get it wrong because there's nobody to lock out against. By what term do we better know hydrated oxide of iron? Brian, or Guapo. Is it rust? It is rust. All right. Guapo, which vault slot would you like? Number 3. Now, because Brian has locked his case, that 27,000 should not move, just so you know. 21,000. So like that, Brian Guapo up to 48,000. He's got 38 seconds on the clock. And here is your next question. The first underground explosion of an atom bomb took place at... Is it Los Alamos? No, it was Frenchman Flat, Nevada. Los Alamos was the first explosion. The first underground one was in Nevada. All right. With that, we go, Guapo, with your next question. You can guess which city was the setting for the Ewings on TV's Dallas. But which Colorado city did the Carringtons live on in the TV show Dynasty? Was it Denver, Boulder, or Colorado Springs? No, they lived in Denver. They lived in Denver. All right, get ready for your next question. Jack Benny had a parrot on his radio show with the sound by Mel Blanc. What was the parrot's name? Was it Petunia? No, it was Polly. No question there. All right. So with that, I'm going to make sure I do this fair and square. I'm making sure I can read everything. And your next question. Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi gave money and arms to revolutionaries to overthrow the government of this African country. Was it Zimbabwe? No, it was Chad. All right, your next question. Pause timer. All right. So I'm giving you 2 seconds on this one, Guapo. So this is... I'm going to reactivate the buzzer first, then hit the question. Pause timer again. Damn it. This was what You may know of the Abomination as a foe of the Hulk. This was his name when he was a spy. You may know of the Abomination as a foe of the Hulk, but this was his name when he was a spy who tried to steal Banner's research. Was it Edwin Jarvis? No, that's the Mad Hatter. Edwin Jarvis is the Mad Hatter. Charles Gould was one of Dick Tracy's foes. Emil Blonsky. All right, now I got everything back in order. You probably know the President of the Confederate States of America, but do you know... Ah, damn it. Wrong question, wrong box. All right, so freebie question coming up. This layer of the atmosphere is just above where most of Earth's weather occurs and is characterized by its increasing temperature with height. So this is a freebie, Guapo, because I hit the answer button when I wasn't supposed to. So to be fair, I basically made sure you had at least one question come up before the timer ran out. Is it the stratosphere? It is the stratosphere. And yes, there could be a 30,000 box up there. I don't know. Number 12. I'm just hoping it's not a bankrupt. 19,500. It is 8,250 point difference. So this is very simple, Guapo. I will wager this next box is going to be 0 or 8,250 or more. All right? Your next question. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre took place in this city, and you did beat the timer. It was Chicago. So basically, this box decides the game. 23. If this box is a 0, a bankrupt, or a steal, Brian wins. How much? 29,250 for Guapo, giving him 97,500. And Guapo says, I'm walking out champion. Congratulations, Guapo. That was an incredible run at the end. And it came down to the last set. He buzzed in right as the timer hit 1. Right as the timer hit 1, he buzzed in. That was incredible. So what do you guys think? Hey, Fo, how are we doing today? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hey, Red, how you doing? Fo, good to see you, my friend. Hope you are having a wonderful evening. It took a while for everybody to understand the strategy. Because when Guapo left early in the first one, I'm like, dude, there's a lot of time on the clock. There was a lot of time on the clock. But the trick is, as soon as you see the question, you Jeopardy it. You like buzz in and use that free time from when the clock stopped to that 3 or 4 seconds I will give you to read it to basically make a decision. But yeah, this is one that I had been working on forever. This is one of those games I would love to do on Discord when we have buzzers and stuff. Because I know it will go boom, 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 boom. That's true. You didn't have a scale of the boxes. That's why that total is at the top. So there, for instance, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 boxes left. So you have to figure each box that's left is 13,000, and there will be some that are more and some that are left because there's a bankrupt, the take, and the zeros. There are always 4 zeros on every board. I think there are 4 zeros on every board, and on the big board you got the 4 zeros, 1 bankrupt, and 1 take/steal. But yeah, the goal of this one is to kind of get everybody back aware of the fact that we can use the buzzer system. And I've been dying to play it again. We played it once. All right, so, and this is, like I said, this is one of those, and as you guys can tell, this would not work on Triv Now. There is no way I can get that to work for Triv Now. Make the grade is going to be similar. I have actually got most of Make the Grade done. The hard part is doing the fire drills. We have 3 fire drill sets completely ready to go. I've got to do a math fire drill. And officially first correct answer is the buzzer. So I suppose it could work. But that's because my Triv Now window's over here. My control board is over here. I mean, it's possible. We may have to try an experiment and see if it works. But like I said, my main concern was if everybody had then you wouldn't have much excitement to watch. That is true. My main concern was the stream close enough to the show or to the timer to prevent anybody from saying, well, I lagged out. Like if Spock was here, it's like I'm 30 seconds behind or I'm a minute behind. And that would have killed me. But yeah, so I'm going to start we'll try buzzers site for the buzz games. Make the grade will count. Number one. I gotta look at the list. And see. I gotta go see which ones are buzzer games and which ones are gonna be Triv Now games. But I think this one is clearly a buzzer only game. And like I said, the key will be people just basically informing me when they really lag. But like I said, because I know Murphy was having problems. I didn't know if Dark was, because Dark was having problems with the buzzer. So Dark, I don't know what was going on with the buzzer on that one tonight. So I'm going to close that. And that. And don't save that one. We'll throw up another list here in a minute. If I haven't closed it out already. No, I have not closed it out tonight. It is 8 o'clock. Let's see, we started 5:45.
And shows you one half of the question. For $10,000 and a brand new car.
6:30. We did one intermission game, takes it back to 6:45. 7:40. So an hour and 15 minutes. That is not bad. I like that. That turned out pretty good. An hour and 15 minutes, if my math is right. If my math is right, we did that in 1 hour, 15 minutes, and got through it. But with that, Guapo, I have to go find you something. And I had some choices. And I had some choices here to make. Now, my question was, before I forget, of all the stuff I have sent you, was one of them the illuminated superhero one? Oh, trust me, Brian. I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna like, because I need to do some videos of some of the games. But that one I'm definitely using. Cool. That now I know what I'm getting for you. Because I had a model in mind, but I'm like, I've already got that in your pile. So instead, for coming through in the clutch, you get Mr. Clutch Ultron. This is the Ultron illuminated gallery one. This is the last of my illuminated gallery ones. I was holding off on this as long as I could because I haven't found any more. But it's literally like a LED light up on the base. But yeah, I've given away. This is the sixth one, so this is the sixth and final one that is giving away. That will be going in your pile, and your pile is actually right back here with 4 things in it. So give me 1 second. And I'm gonna knock over my green screen. Yeah, Red's got the Spider-Man one. Mark, I think, has the Captain America one. Somebody's got the Thor, and somebody else has got Vision. I think. Or is it Iron Man? Okay. All right, guys. I need to calm down, cool down. So, while I'm doing that, give me 1 minute to look something up. And then we will do a second list for the evening. Sweet. None of my trivia players are on. Cool. All right, guys. So with that, we can do. I got another game we're going to do tonight too. Now that I think about it, and this one will be open to everybody on the channel. Oh, I've been wanting to do this list for so long. I have been waiting for this to come up. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a huge Beatlemaniac. I consider them one of the greats. And one of the greatest albums of all time is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. On the cover of Sgt. Pepper, there are 106 people that have been drawn in or actually hidden on the cover. I will tell you, one of those names is on the list. Just to warn you, where he was, there was a place on the cover for them, and they were taken off. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, in 30 minutes, can you name the 10 people the computer has chosen that are on the Sgt. Pepper album cover? And your timer starts now. Now, I will say, if you cheat, you can look this up. But if you do, I'm never going to love you again. Richard Nixon, Marilyn Monroe, Anton LaVey, Paul McCartney. Bob Dylan is number 8. Oh, is my timer not running? Now my timer's running. Bob Hope, John Lennon, Cassius Clay, Bing Crosby, Ringo Starr, Ass Getting. And this is going to be a weird one because of the way it's written. There's a wax model of George Harrison on there. Not Paul, John F. Kennedy, Muhammad Ali. Shirley Temple is on there. Actually, Lennon wanted Hitler on there. The record company said no. There is no space on there for Hitler. Winston Churchill, Elizabeth Taylor, Khrushchev, FDR, Stalin, Albright, Eisenhower, Lincoln, Karl Marx, Washington, Castro. I know Castro's on there, but he didn't make the cut. Roosevelt, Jagger, Mussolini, Hemingway, Albert Einstein. I think I'm trying to remember. Is Einstein on the cover? I'm trying to remember if Einstein's on the cover. I know Crowley's on there. Oh, I think Crowley is on there. I will say 1, 3 are going to be the hard ones to know.
Can you find it?
Orson Welles. Elvis didn't make it because after they wanted to put him on there, and then they said he was too big to be on there. Chaplin, Dean. So just remember, I gave you guys a big hint about one of them. Laurel is on there. Hardy is not. Yeah, like I said, I'm happy to see this list. I have wanted this list to come up for so long. Clark Gable, Buddy Holly. Judy Garland. I'm trying to remember if she's one of those that was pulled off or not. I can't remember if she was one that was pulled off or not. Vivian Lee. All right, I'm gonna help you guys out a little. Artist, scientist, actor, athlete, politician. All right, so there's your help. If you guys get the artist, I will be impressed. I'm going to say the artist is probably the most obscure person on the list. Ah, dark. It was Wallace Berman. It was Wallace Berman on the list. I think he was Ringo's choice. Will Stilt, Jerry West. Who is my favorite? Music-wise, I am a huge McCarthy fan. In terms of total talent, Ringo. To me, Ringo is one of those guys, if you had him do an Amazon book reading for you, it would be amazing. I could listen to Ringo read pretty much anything, I think. Now, I will be honest. Here's the worst thing I will say about the Beatles. I have never been a John Lennon fan. I mean, I know he was key to everything, but to me, if Lennon didn't have McCartney to keep him in check, they would be down the charts. I personally, and I know Beatles fans will hate me for saying that. I think Lennon was the most overrated of the four. Or I should say five, counting Pete Best.
These boxes will break the $6,000 bank. Is this one of them? Or is it this one? Or this one?
I honestly, it was to me, if you ever really listened to him, Lennon had this one range. Now, I know he went out of it on occasion, but he had this one range for every song. I think McCartney basically forced him to sing outside of his comfort zone. And I think Ringo was basically the glue that held it all together. No. I have never listened to a Yoko Ono piece of music, and I never want to. No, I will admit I probably have heard one Yoko Ono song. I will probably admit to that. But I think Ono was too too into the San Francisco beatnik style. So I could see, I see her as a San Francisco stage performer, and that was about it. Exactly. The magic was when Paul and John basically played off of each other. That's what made the Beatles. Have you ever heard a cat fight? I think that might have been the album I heard, Red. I think that might have been the album I heard. All right, so again, we have one. I want to use the word explorer, and I'm using that term loosely. We have one actor, one athlete, and one politician left. So we've got a politician, an athlete, an actor, and an explorer. And again, I'm using the term explorer kind of loose. No, Columbus would have been one of the last people the Beatles would put on an album. Ask, I'll say you're in the right category for the explorer. So I will tell you the explorer is an astronaut. Garden gnome is there. Yes, it counts as a person. It is actually in my list somewhere. I have garden gnome in my list. He just didn't make the cut by the computer, thank God. I think Sally Ride is a little too recent ask. Is Tershakova on their list or on the album? I'm trying to remember. I don't think she's on their cover. I don't think she's on their cover. All right, to help you guys out with the astronaut, you got to think cosmonaut. So we've got a cosmonaut, an actor, an athlete, and a politician. And again, the astronaut is one of those where they were on the cover and they got taken off. So there's only a space there for them. Oh, well, let me think. I want to say Gandhi was the other one of Lennon's choices that didn't get picked because it was considered too controversial because of the British Indian wars. So they said no to Gandhi on it. It said if the album had been made 5 years later, they think they could have gotten Gandhi on. Nipper. All right, so if you can't think of any, think of actors, athletes, and politicians, because those are the other three. No, see, like I said, the Gandhi, the actual revolution for the Indians was too recent. It was literally the record company telling them no. And that was the same thing with Hitler. Johnny Weissmuller, Olympic swimmer, aka Tarzan, is on the cover.
And now, here is America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Dyer.
All right, so we've got politician, actor, and cosmonaut.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought somebody would know number 5.
Welcome once again to Beat the Clock, the show you can have
I thought somebody would know number 5.
big time prizes, where it's always nice to be introduced by Vern Bennett. That's whose voice does it every week. Hello there, how are you? Good evening. Welcome back to our show. I hope we get a chance to meet them after the show. How old are they?
Margaret Thatcher would be way down on the list of anything the Beatles would want to put in. I guarantee it. They hated her. They did not like Margaret Thatcher. I want to say it was Margaret Thatcher's election that had Lennon threaten to move to Canada. I think. And it was like right before his assassination. Yeah, Thatcher was voted in early 80. Lennon was shot in late 80, right? I'm trying to remember when Lennon was shot now. Somebody remind me when Lennon got shot. Thank you, Ask. I thought it was 80. I thought it was 80. No, that's no, it's more along the lines of John Lennon was very pro-communist. And when he came to the States, he was not ashamed to admit that he was pro-communism. And the guy that shot him, and I would remember his name if I saw it, was a little on the nut side, so to speak. Yeah, Chapman. Chapman is a little bit on the nutsy side. But he was... His writings were very, very harsh to anyone that was pro-communist.
Yes, the $64,000 question. And now, the star of our show, where knowledge is king and the reward king size, Hal Martin.
So basically, Chapman wanted to make an example out of a big-time communist supporter. And unfortunately for Lennon, he was the guy. All right, for your politician, go back a little in time. Not a lot, but a little. And the actor... Well, let me rephrase that, because little comes out a little wrong when I say that. I will say post American Revolution, but that's about as far back as I'm going to go. That's about as far as I can give you with a timeline. Let's see. The actor. Well, I'm trying to think of what kind of hint I can give for the actor. Let's say early to mid 20th century. And the cosmonaut is still the cosmonaut. I think it's a cosmonaut. Let me make sure. Oh, no, I'll take that back. I goofed. He is not a cosmonaut. Child actor. So forget cosmonaut. That's my bad. I misread my own name up there. Child actor, adult actor, and politician. Pre-Jerry Mathers. Pre-Ron Howard. Cooper would be right about that time, maybe. Yeah, Cooper would be. I'm trying to think. I will tell you, because I don't think you guys are going to get number 3 without looking it up. He was a leader of a film gang. And that is not the Little Rascals. I think he paved the way for the Little Rascals, if I remember rightly. Number 5. Well, God, I want to give out this big hint, and I can't do it for this one. That's going to be a giveaway. And number 10, politician, post-American Revolution. But remember, it's the Beatles. I'm looking to see what other kind of hints I can give for.
For $20,000, it must be exact.
Backseat driver.
For $25,000. What does it say?
It's now or never.
Now or never, kid. James Mitchell. Jamie Barr. And Jackie Zeman.
God, I can't give because this just gonna give that away.
And here's the master to look for, Peter Marshall. Thank you, John. Welcome to All Star Blitz.
He was in. So number 3 was in 59 films. Basically playing the same role for the most part. Just with a different name. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to get out any more clues for number 3. I really am. Number 5, I'll say this would be a hint. This might be a hint. If I said straw hat. Vaudeville. I'm trying to give out some hints here. I will say the politician we're looking for is English. Mae West. There we go, Guapo. I was running out of clues. I was running out of clues for W.C. Fields. I had already done the alcohol, the straw hat. It was like, what else is there? All right, so again, we're looking for a British politician and an American actor famed mostly for being part of a group for most of his career. But the group had different names. I'll say earlier than the Brat Pack. So again, or earlier than the Rat Pack. Again, think of old classic childhood groups. Along the lines of the Little Rascals. This is why I hate using Wikipedia for like hints. Because you can never find enough good stuff in there. Bum, 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 bum. I will. Okay, I forgot about this. He was removed from the cover of the album because he wanted a fee for them to use his likeness. All right, time's up. The one I didn't give you guys many hints on because I thought somebody was going to get it was Sir Robert Peel, British Prime Minister. And number 3, and like I said, about the only other hint I did not give was the name of the groups. He was part of the Bowery Boys, or the Dead End Kids, and that is Leo Gorcey. And he was on the cover, but he said, I think it was like $250 for them to use his image, so they took him off. Look up Bowery Boys, Dead End Kids, and In Street Kids, I think. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, went to school with somebody named Leo Garcia. Never heard of Leo Gorcey. One of the famous incidents was, and this one I know because I happened to look it up when I was doing the list, was like I said, normally he was doing, his films were always the Bowery Boys, the Dead End Kids, the Dead Street Kids. He did one film and he blew a line, right? So his co-star, and I don't remember her name, Lorna Hughley, just basically lost it on the set and yelled at him, right? I mean, she ripped into him, up, down, left, and right. You are a no good piece of blah, horrible actor, blah, 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 blah. He turned around, yelled back at her, and said, "Don't you ever yell at me again," and walked off. Right? He was pissed. So they reshot the scene a couple hours later. He blew the same line. Lorna walked up to him and she goes, "You know, I told you you're a piece of shit actor and I'm not yelling," and walked off on him. And it was jaw-dropping at the time. But yeah, that's one of the stories about him and his acting career. Because he didn't do much outside of the hooligan Little Rascals type of thing. All All right, so with that, let's see what we got. We got Ask with George Harrison and Betty Davis for 25 whammies. We have Mr. Red Walrus with Stan Laurel, Bob Dylan, and Shirley Temple for 60 whammies. And a one-player game. So where's my list of one-player games? Red is now at the bottom of my one-player game list. Then we had Dark with Wallace Berman and Johnny Weissmuller. See, I'm noticing something here. Okay? I just forgot which one was which. Oh, Ask got the music ones. Red got the actors. Dark got the heartthrobs. Dark. Up. Fourth small prize for you. You're going to end up with a big box of smalls as well, Dark. And that leaves El Guapo with W.C. Fields. And you know, Guapo gets the drunk for 40 whammies. Guapo, I think you got the best one of the lot. All right. Are we stepping on anybody's toes yet? I don't think we are, because I know it's the end of the month, so LK's not on. All right. Nope, we're not stepping on anybody's toes. You guys ready for an open game? Are you guys ready for one huge open game? No, but he doesn't do weekends. Or last weekends of the month, Guapo. He'll do a Saturday on occasion when he gets bored, or at least that's what he implied to me. But he'd rather have time off, and I don't blame him. All right, let me do that. I'm gonna. Now this is one I have to keep score of manually, so you guys got to bear with me. All right, what did you do? Give me a sec. Oh, did I get rid of my... Okay, there we go. Can you figure out what's in a cup of hot lager? You should be able to. It's camouflage. It is a game of hidden words. All right, Murphy, have yourself a good one, my dear. This is a game of disappearing letters, and it is designed for Triv Now play, but we're not using Triv Now tonight. I know. Boo, hiss. We're going to show you a cryptic clue to a word that is spread out among 2, 3, or 4 rows of letters. Extra letters not in the answer are going to begin to drop. The moment a player gives me the actual word, you will score 10 points. This game can go on for a while. This is just one of those sit back, relax, have fun games. We're going to see just how well I can keep a crowd with this type of game. All right, now I'm going to give you one extra hint. Pay attention on the 4-row answers. The longer it takes for the first letter to drop and the second letter to drop usually implies that it's a longer word. That is your one hint. It's a bug I haven't been able to fix. It's a bug that does not exist on the 2 or 3 row answers. It's only on the 4-row answers. So, if you guys are ready, all right, where's my... Hold on. Damn it. I gotta fix something. This is what happens when you work it from one place. There we go. Gotta take that out. I always forget to do this on the final fix. All right, so are you guys ready? Here is board number 1. The best Scrabble tile, E. All right, that is your cryptic clue to a word hidden on that board somewhere. Now again, remember, it will read left to right. But it may read row 1, row 3, row 1, row 2, row 4. The best Scrabble tile, E. And trust me, it is working. It's just, for whatever reason, 4 rows gives me a small problem. It's literally redropping the same letter right now about 5 times. The best Scrabble tile, E. Now this clue will be a cryptic clue pretty much every time. So if you like cryptic crosswords, you should like this puzzle. The best Scrabble tile, E. There we go. Now it's going to start dropping letters. is going to ruin everybody's screens. No prize for you on this one, Ask. The best Scrabble tile. E. Anybody got it? It's right there. Nobody got it. It's elite. It's elite. You take tile E, mix them up, you get elite, which is the best. All right, I'm going to say Guapo just got it in. All right, are you guys ready for your next board? Row about stray dog. Row about stray dog. Nope, not refreshed. Row about stray dog. It is a terrier, and row would be a tier. A stray is an err, E-R-R. It is a terrier, which is a dog. All right. Your next puzzle. Popular one in academic period is temporary. Popular one in academic period is temporary. So just remember, at least one word up there is a definition to what we're looking for. Popular one in academic period is temporary. Like I said, this is the only part that annoys me, is having to wait for that second letter to fall. And I have yet to figure out what's causing it. Popular one in an academic period is temporary. I think it erased a letter it shouldn't have erased. So you will get points for a misspell on this one, folks. There should have been an extra letter up there, and I don't know why there wasn't. I will give it to you, Dark. But I'm going to give bonus points to Guapo for getting the extra letter. It should have been interim. Popular is in. One in academic period is terum, or I in term, which makes it interim. I don't know why it erased the E. It shouldn't have. Flowing water about to invade street in the morning. Oh, I love cryptics, Guapo. I do. That's why this game is very much designed around them. Plus, I like to think that this is one of those where it takes enough time where when you see it, you kind of recognize it. Nicely done, Dark. It is stream. It is indeed a stream. About to be an RE. Street is ST. And in the morning is AM. At least I think that's the cryptic one for this one. I don't have my cryptics like written down on the puzzle, which I wish I did, but it was going to take some extra programming to do. You'll find one in the Vatican. You'll find one in the Vatican. Nope, not the Pope. Excellent one to use, though, Guapo. You'll find one in the Vatican. And this one is kind of a standard definition one. Although there are two now, I'm not. Ah, darn, getting it. It is Catholic. You'll find a Catholic in the Vatican. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You'll always find a Catholic in the Vatican. A minor thing to allow a point. A minor thing to allow a point. And now we gotta wait for the long wait. Because there's 4 rows. And it's like, I think 35 seconds if it's 4 rows for the second letter to drop. And like I said, I cannot find my bug for this. A minor thing to allow a point. But yeah, I found like a couple of great sites, Wapo, that basically give all the answers that like the London Times and the Hindu Times and a few others do. And it will actually, it'll give you the definition, it'll give you the answer, and then it will actually explain how the answer is done. And I just found the one for the London site, and it is loaded. Well, let's give you a hint here. All right, we'll walk you through this one. Well, we got time because I know this is a long one. A minor thing to allow a point. So you're either going to find the definition at the start or the end. So it could be a minor thing to allow, or it could be to allow a point, or a point. However, there are certain words that you use as keys. For instance, to allow means to let or hold or contain. So if you go to allow, you know that's a break point. So if you look in a minor thing, you will see North, which is north, which is a point. It is a north. Like I said, I've got a new appreciation for cryptics. Assault on a fortified emplacement of guns. Assault on a fortified emplacement of guns. Now, before I even start to reveal, just to help you guys out, because I know I probably only do this for about 12 more minutes. Are there any words in there that say to descramble anything. No, not really. Are there any hints in there to say to reverse anything? No, not really. So what you're looking at is pretty much probably a double definition. So you just have to figure out which two phrases make up a decent definition that match. The key's always look for certain words in a clue, and I will give you an example. England's puzzles are much more tighter. There will be no like fluff words in them. American puzzles tend to add a little bit of fluff in it, which will make them harder to do. If you are looking for specifics. The Hindu ones, and this is just from experience, use a lot of abbreviations that don't make any sense to me. Exactly. It's a battery. An assault on is a battery, assault and battery. A fortified emplacement of guns is also known as a battery. So another good example of this. And I'm trying to think of how to word it without putting any extra terms in there. Charges. Okay. Charges on a pair of baseball players. Or charges a pair of baseball players. You've got your pitcher, your catcher, the two baseball players. They're a battery. And then charges would be battery as well. All right, let's do one more, folks. One more, and then we're going to wrap it up for the night. And that way I'll have puzzles for tomorrow. Literature now normally includes celebrity. Literature now normally includes celebrity. Now, I will tell you, since we don't have a lot of time on this one, there's a key word in there. Includes. That word alone should be able to break your two parts up. Literature now normally includes celebrity. Obviously, you don't have a definition that fits literature now normally. So your definition is almost automatically going to be celebrity. So now you just have to go through literature now normally and see if you can find a word. Exactly. That means celebrity, renown. And ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Dark. You are very well hidden. Dark's into camouflage, folks. So if you look at the end of literature, now, and normally, you have RENOWN written right out in the clue. The key is basically just find those key words. And then once you find those key words, that tells you where the breaks in the clues are. and then you work on solving them. All right, guys. As you guys heard, my chow is on, which means let's go see if we've got anybody to raid. Probably not. Bum, 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 bum. I got 53 quiz showers, but which show are they watching? Oh, they're doing the Chase VGM show. Ugh. I am not interested in video game music. All right, so with that, guys, we are going to wrap it up this evening. Hope you guys like camouflage. It's going to be one of those where if we just don't really have much to do or we don't have much prepared, we're going to use it. Tomorrow, if I get on, no promises, we're going to try and make the grade and the list, and we'll go from there. But with that, guys, we're going to wish each and every one of you happy Saturday evening. And like I said, hopefully tomorrow, no promises, just because I've got to get my insurance stuff straightened out. So with that, guys, we're going to wish each and every one of you a good night. And as always, we always say, be good to a friend, be good to a neighbor, be good to a stranger, because karma pays back, and it usually pays back pretty well. So with that, guys, we will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not, we will catch you on Tuesday, new time, 7:30 p.m. Yes, remember that, 7:30. I need time to get ready after work. So hopefully I can, like, de-wind. And we will see